Hi, my name is Julie Polsinelli. I am an assistant director and the gallery manager here at Valley Art Center in Chagrin Falls. Today we're going to be taking a walkthrough of Crafted Couture, a wearable art showcase. So come on. This exhibition has many different medium and different types of wearable artwork. So the first we have this piece from Noelle Maxfield, and this is made completely out of recyclable materials, while we have a mix of more traditional and non-traditional medium, including glass, like Marjorie Falk's pieces, or Elaine Turner's earrings, which are made out of slides of the 1969 moonwalk. And speaking of tradition, we have ancient Japanese braiding techniques right next to pieces that were actually 3D printed and are created to make an imprint on the user, literally. And this is from Bonita's Vogel. So we have pieces that imprint on you, not permanently, but we also have the ability to imprint words or designs on the skin as well. We have a familiar face in the gallery. We have one of our own students, Caleb Zelch, reusing these metal collars and these connector pennants to create a handmade chain, as well as thrifted bed sheets and fabric scraps that create this piece. Then we have silver over on the right, these two rings that are created by Lila Davis. And on the left, we have kiln formed and cast glass from Alexandra Fresh. The next piece is also made of glass, but this is actually made out of shattered automotive safety glass. And then it's put together through lead-free solder, silver, and stainless steel. And this is from Deanna Dion. We also have Nadia Miller's awesome piece here. This is Toy Couture, and this is a whimsical bodice that's made out of all different stuffed animals. And actually a member of our Valley Art Shop, this is Kathleen Kobeljanic, who created this piece out of hand-woven tencel yarn. Julie Edward created this piece out of cardboard pieces that are covered with paper, and this is called Blue Dress, Golden Book Encyclopedia from 1959. Another piece from Alexandra Fresh is the Scalloped Fan, which is also kiln formed in cast glass. As well as another piece that seems to transform the user. So this is Tanya Kaiser's Veil of Silence. And a great selection of jewelry and adornment here. So we have St. Dymphna in the top left corner. So this is the patron saint of those afflicted with mental illness. We also have this piece from Jamie Regila, and it's made out of black walnut. And finally, we have polymer clay textured veneer strips to create a necklace from Lynn Vale called Ride the Jungle Vibe. So another very colorful piece, speaking of, is this Summer High Moo from Sarah Duggar, who has screen printed, mono printed, and hand painted this organic cotton. We also have wearable artwork that was once worn. So this would be a hand embroidered chest binder from James Schaefer, as well as pieces that weren't exactly worn before, but are now. So these are different vintage pot holders from Paula Dam, and it is called St. Edna's Personal Protective Equipment Against Solar Flares. Old school vest here is from Donna Bartman Massini, and this is created out of fiber, as well as Echoes of Water and Sky. This is from Jennifer Joseph, and this is described as a talisman necklace, which is more of a journey. And there's actually the option to remove part of it if you want to wear it as more of a casual look. Taking up quite a presence in the gallery is Carol Tomesk's Ghost in the Tower. This is created with polymer clay, paper, wire, lace, and different found objects that have been put on this dress form. And then we have a bit of a colorful piece, also quite a presence in the gallery. So this is Code of Sheer Empowerment from Judy Crew, who also goes by Haute Couture. And we have all different words of aspiration, affirmation, encouragement. So the words are like grace, hope, kind, motivate, service, teach, wise, and value. And you see here in the gallery, she actually stands well above life size. The next pieces are actually right behind our Code of Sheer Empowerment, including this luchadora mat. And this is created with thrifted and donated wedding gowns. And we also have Patty Bullard here, who's a milliner who's created this with blocked wool felt, and this piece is called Rose Red. Our corner over here is primarily coppers and blues. First up is Containment Theory, which is a necklace of copper and brass from KSU student Christopher Liu. We additionally have The Weight of Feathers, which is made out of tissue on fabric, and this is from artist Charlie German. Then we have our big moth wings here from Ashley Sanders, and this is a jacquard woven cotton and rayon blend adorned with rose quartz and glass beads. Jordy Rowe created this reversible indigo flow hooded jacket. And then we have another Valley Arts Center student here, and this is Audrey Holmes, who created Chain Reaction. So this is handcrafted copper beaded chain, handcrafted copper jump rings, and freshwater pearls. And you can see, and it's not merely for the front, but also adorns the back. Art history is the inspiration behind this Ophelia bodice, which is taking a different take on John Everett Millet's painting of Ophelia. This is by Anthony Schmidt. And Tony Williams created this gorgeous piece called Up from the Streets. So this is actually made out of graphite tissue paper that's been painted, quilted, embroidered. It just looks awesome. Then we have Reverend Sebastian Shepard's piece, which is called Company Shaman. And this is supposed to be a magic hat because it has been touched by the total solar eclipse. We have Entangled and Pulled Together. This is from Emma Allen. This is a gorgeous quilted coat and hat. And on the back of this coat, we see further embellishment. Tony Williams, who actually created our piece over here, Up from the Street, also created this handmade paper dress that is made out of different types of indigo dyed garments. We also have buttons and beads. And then on the other side of the wall, we have our gorgeous piece from Patty Barker. This is No Way Back. So this is actually fiber art or felted seamless garments, and is created using wool, silk, and soapy water that creates this illusion. The next two pieces that we're going to talk about are real showstoppers. So first up is Catherine Hensler's piece. This is Paper Crane Couture, excuse me. And so this has a beautiful symbolism of having luck in Japan, each one of these different paper cranes. And then we have Hannah Buss's piece, which is this gorgeous basket woven artwork that can actually be put on by the artist. So we have a representation of where the artist's feet would be, as well as this really interesting headdress. In many fashion shows, the final piece is actually a wedding dress, which is why we have Judy Crew, or Haute Couture's dress here, which is called She Was Needed Again, Don't You Know, which is filled with wonderful puns and so much humor. And additionally, we have a secret here to the piece, which is that the bride actually has a bun in the oven. So I want to thank you so much for coming out to this art walk, but we also want to say thank you to the Cuyahoga Board of Developmental Disabilities, to TKM Printing, to Premier Bank, and of course to Ohio Arts Council and to the Cuyahoga Arts and Culture. Thank you so much.